Pardon. Alright. Is audio working? It kind of is. Alright, I hope that we're not gonna have any glitchiness in the stream tonight. I'm trying to make sure I speak clearly and everything, and hopefully the microphone isn't gonna fuck up either. That'd be nice. Hello everyone, it's Spartan Spartan here. We are back in Outer Worlds. I don't know, I have a bad feeling. I don't think I finished the game. I don't think I finished the DLC yet. Okay. Where's this telling me to go? Okay. No, don't tell us to go back to the main quest. We gotta finish up this stuff. I only have one at a time highlighted. Okay, anyways. Alright, yeah, right now we have Felix and Vicar Max as our companions. We're gonna keep it that way for this DLC, and then for the next DLC I'll choose 2 other companions.
Is that an Apex Mark 5 queso atmospheric dome? I've never seen one in person. Magnificent.
I was about to say you're being a nerd right now, dude. Probably Carl's legitimate storefront. This great family collection art gallery located in Byzantium. Alright, let's try to do the side quest stuff on Gorgon first, then I'll go back to Byzantium and pray to God that they don't try to kill me. Because I remember when I went to Byzantium, everyone wanted to kill me. But at least I got a dress for free, I guess. Not 100% certain what I did wrong to get me, basically targeted when I was on Byzantium. my only guess is maybe because I went to an area that I guess I wasn't supposed to, and everyone fucking hate me. That's literally the only guess I got.
I've seen more than enough marauders to last a lifetime. Are these mandatours? Never seen the likes of these.
Ah, maybe. Or maybe not. Okay, I guess we go to the right. Ah, okay. Now we've discovered the abandoned mines.
This is like that scene from Terror on Monarch, where Spencer Woolrich gets buried alive. Did the temperature just drop, or is it my imagination?
Well, I can't say for certain. I gotta remember X is the button.
Stay out of sight.
I'm sure we'll need to get into a fight.
That's the last.
Oh, thank goodness. What's this? Oh, it's a drill. I like this gun. Or at least it seems to be good against these guys.
I hope whoever manned this post liked gang isolation.
Exhilarating Adventures of Archibald Excelsior, Ace Exterminator, and the Attack of the Crystal Canids, issue number 2 of 4. Comic from the cult classic Ace Exterminator series tragically canceled after its brief 4-issue run, scribbled in felt tip on the cover's finest word, friend. After running with the Dancing Queen, proven hero Archibald Excelsior is mending his broken heart in the glitzy city of Fairview when a horde of vicious crystal candidates escape from the laboratory of an evil and unemployed scientist. As the Canids turn the city to ash with their plasma beam eyes, Excelsior descends into the depths of the lab to put down the leader of the pack, King Alpha. King connives to sabotage Excelsior's trusty pet, and our heroes forced to fight with the only weapon in reach, the skull of King Alpha's own mother, Empress Crystalline Alpha. Will our mustachioed hero escape the King's jaws and heal his wounded heart? Maurice Walton's datapad. Making progress on the grav plate for the package, though not nearly as fast as you'd like. Given the spin rate of Gorgon, the anomaly I've been observing is only present in the sky 3 hours out of every 24. Doesn't help that I have to readjust my telescope every couple of minutes to keep the tabs on the slippery bastard. Come by my workstation outside the manufacturing dome when you've got a minute. The data this thing is throwing off is strange as all get out. Be ashamed to compromise the package with a misplaced zero, right? By the way, I checked on Eustace. If humans aren't doing him any favors, we ought to get him out of there as soon as we can. How's your sister coming with the schedule? By the marvelous mustache of Excelsior, Maurice. P.S. You got to tell Birdie to stop bringing me food. If I have to eat another damn can of salt tuna fillets, I'm gonna hurl. Okay, I guess they burst out of the walls. Out of that, these are all minerals we could be using. Well, not us specifically, but humanity. While we're still here, we'll take a look at the whole place, clear it out, find some goodies. Oh, shit. That's a mama.
You ever get the feeling there's something horrible waiting for you just around the corner?
Felix? I do. And right now, we need to be prepared. Alright, so yeah, that adds to my base health. Why don't we try to add some damage thing? That would be good. Need to get medical to 80 at some point. Alright, so the inhaler's only allowed a max of 150 uses. Got it. Right, that's the one issue with the one perk I had to get. It's unfortunately forced them all to be that way. Felix gives me a bonus 42 points. Gosh damn, Felix. And I've just been kind of focused on two-handed melee because of the fact that my melee is just that good. Okay. So I got medical at 50. If I can get that up to 80, then I can finally use more in the healer. Okay, yeah, we've got to be careful. That's a Mega Ice Queen.
Score, Felix! I'll take your confession now!
slowing me down. Ow. Oh, is it the ice? That makes sense. It's not like I made a save beforehand, so son of a bitch. I don't know when the last autosave was. Oh, perfect. Wasn't this far away. Alright, since I know that this weapon is going to be as good, I'm going to go ahead and try out this weapon from the get-go.
What horrors might we now be approaching?
And let's just make a manual save here, because I don't feel like having to do that whole track again either. Probably should have waited for when I had.
Staying out of sight. You're going down! Your life was merely an illusion anyway.
Stay alive.
Everyone all right?
Well, I think we got it. Yeah, that was a boss. Got a light machine gun and a plasma caster. The fuck? You would think that just having a light machine gun in general would have helped.
I figured the mines were gonna be trouble. Didn't think they'd be crawling with mants. Must have gotten out of HIA a while ago, because they've been busy here. Something about the tunnels here gets under your skin and into the worst parts of your head. Makes you feel not yourself. In case I don't make it out of here. Marauders must have followed you from OCI. Time to make tracks while the mats are busy. Shedding some extra weight. A few orders if you find it, whoever you are. He needed more than I do now.
Wonder if he was talking about the mod I just got. I haven't been using mods as well as I should have, and I also haven't been, like, upgrading armor sets. I've just been trading them off every time I get a new one. Unlike weapons, where I've constantly tried to upgrade those. I think the only reason why I don't bother with trying to upgrade armor sets is because of the fact that everything costs money. Alright, this is a very capitalist game. I think that's the point they're trying to get across with you. And it's annoying. Now we got more bullshit.
Oh, that's the last of him.
I remember as my light weapon, which doesn't make a whole lot of sense. I think this does poison damage, or acid damage, one of the two.
Incoming. You get through. Felix.
This is quite the small shotgun, though. It is a light shotgun, so I guess it makes sense, but, like, still, it's weird. Oh yeah, coolant distributor is a head weapon. I also love that the gun's called Bull of Honor. I wonder if it's supposed to be a reference to the game series somehow. Press the wrong buttons. It's not far, we can just run to it. I think. Right, it's above us. Gotta fast travel to the upper exterior, it's just a little bit faster that way. Let's get across the bridge. Speak, friend, and answer. Passphrase accepted. One final task awaits the fair traveler. You must complete a test to prove your bona fides, but don't worry, it should be simple for a true fan. Issue 1, Plague the Man-to-Man was named the Man-to-Man's second in command, whom all Tribal defeated in call combat. Nope. Okay. Let's brush up our knowledge real quick. Sussex Sassafras. Okay. Then for number 2... Alright. What improvised weapon? Skulking off his own mother. Agent Buff Hardman foiled Archibald's rogue plan to liberate the underground metropolis of Hephaestus from the Scrap Pack by doing what? I think it was a mind control ray. Oh, nice! Agent number 4 crosses beneath Predator's the signature weapon, the pet, put the titular giant down for good. Nope. Okay. Chance lightning strike? Okay. I second guess, so I just wanted to make sure. Hope they don't mind if we're gonna borrow their shit. Pick up the pet. Money. And so alright, let's check out the pet. The science weapon. Only handcrafted replica energy X bears a striking resemblance to the pest extermination tool wielded by pulp legend Archibald Excelsior. With this former pet in hand, the imitable Excelsior exterminated a plague of man-to-men, a horde of crystal canids, a pack of supervillainous singing sprats, and a molten giant the size of a mountain, all while nursing a broken heart. Only a true fan could have crafted such an improbable weapon. Interesting. Alright, so we can trail it here. Nice, Archibald Excelsior thing afterwards. Hey, Absol. Just, having some fun, trying to finish up this game so that way I know I'm not gonna have too many things to stream because I want to try to limit my stuff since, I only really have 2 days that are completely off and everything. A bunch of other bullshit. And why are you... You're still alive? Ow. How many more of you knuckleheads are there gonna be?
That's the last of them!
Okay, I forgot I can dodge by pressing A twice. That'd be useful, wouldn't it? Light pistol Mark 3, eh? Where's HA past key to unlock? Okay. So we don't have to worry about that one just yet then, I guess. Not this one. Access this. That's sealed. I think I looked for a while to try to figure out how to do that. We should probably just focus on going back to Byzantium then for the time being. Phone's charged.
Captain, transmission request from Ambrose Manor.
Captain! Imagine my surprise when I saw the Unreliable leaving Gorgon with so much urgency and purpose. Tell me you found Mother's journal. I'm positively dying for good news. Someone? You mean someone still has access to the facility? Oh, after all this time. Who was it? Of course. They know you're on the case and they're scrambling to cover their tracks. Good thinking, Captain. Make sure you have eyes on the back of your head. I doubt we've seen the last of this human vexation. If I know Spacer's choice, getting past the lockdown will be more complicated than just hitting a big red button. You need authorization and layers of it.
You familiar with Gorgon's old research staff?
I seem to recall that Mother worked closely with Gorgon's R&D personnel, but not close enough to invite them over for dinner and cocktails, if you get my meaning. By now, they'll have moved on with their lives. If only I could do the same.
You know that Gorgon was developed in Adrena time?
I knew Mother was involved with some important chemical trials, but I had no idea her pet project was Adrenatime. Adrenatime is a working man's stimulant, like a caffeinoid. Very popular at launch, though the marketing quieted down over time.
Were you also aware that the Adrenatime created marauders?
What? No. I mean, there's some very morbid wording in the fine print, but I had no idea Adrenatime could make marauders out of people. That's it. That must be it. Spacer's Choice is keeping their dirty little secret about Adrenatime off the record. We have to find Mother's journal. If we don't, then Spacer's Choice gets away with murder. I only hope we aren't too late.
Oh, why would Spacer's Choice risk everything for a stimulant?
Adrenatime was touted as a working man's best friend. A drug that boosted productivity with no adverse effects. The promise of Adrenatime cannot be overstated. Exhaustion and fatigue were supposed to be obsolete. Workplace accidents would be things of the past. For whatever reason, the drug never lived up to that promise.
Yeah, but could one drug really do all that?
I don't know. And thanks to Spacer's Choice, we may never find out. I know that I'd like to see a colony where the promise of Adrenatime was fulfilled. And I doubt I'm the only one.
Alright, I'm heading back out. You really know the business, Minnie.
Thank you. I certainly ought to know what I'm doing. I spent years trying to break into pharmaceuticals, professionally speaking. Mother wouldn't hear of it. She didn't think I had the wit to succeed in her line of work. Safe travels. If your leads give you any trouble, be sure and give them some trouble back, yes?
Yeah, I'll keep that in mind. Be seeing you, Minnie.
Ta!
Stay safe out there.
I'll try. I remember how last time went. Actually, why didn't I consider scrapping weapons? Could just be a joke, and honestly, I don't give a shit. I just saw a data mined Season 5 loom screen or whatever, the main menu screen, I mean, for Overwatch 2, which I just don't give a shit about anymore. I haven't uninstalled it, I probably should, but I just don't care about Overwatch anymore because of Activision Blizzard's handling of everything. And I mean everything, I'm not being specific about Overwatch or not, but just everything is all sorts of wrong. Why is this guy dead? Is this guy from before? If so, why didn't I lose his corpse? Alright, let's just go ahead and scrap. We're obviously not going to scrap the pet or anything like that. We're just scrapping everything else. So I would scrap infested shaken. Oh yeah, that's right. I forgot I gave him the euthanasia kit. Yeah, let's just fast travel. It's much faster that way. I want to try to cover as much as possible. I don't want to like stay up all night to play this game, obviously, but just enough. I don't know if that sounds good. Well, sucks for Byzantium guard detail still dead. Oh my gosh, it's so funny. Musgrave Family Collection. Where's my gun out? I don't recall pulling my gun out.
Hey, I know your face. You're wanted by the board.
Oh, really?
Wow. You're a living, breathing outlaw. That is, until security outside gets their eyes on you, but let's not spoil the moment.
Oh, really?
If you're
Security
here for the
outside?
annual Kanan review, I'm afraid it's already over. Only thing going on behind those doors is good, old-fashioned lawful behavior. The screen constitutes your confidentiality agreement. You hereby agree not to disclose the location or existence of these events. Thank you for cooperating.
Yeah, I don't know anything about the Canid review, so you just confused me.
Exactly. You do catch on fast. Now then, how can I help you?
I'm just looking for Clarence mostly.
Mr. Mosley is indeed attending our event, although I am disappointed to discover he did not officially enter his kid Laplace into our competition. You should find Mr. Mosley just inside the prep room. Head inside and take the door to your left.
Alright, what's all the secrecy though? This place isn't exactly hard to find.
We find that our clients enjoy the appearance of participating in illegal activities. Secrecy contributes to a feeling of indecency. The Musgrave family collection was intended to be a gallery of fine art. And here we are, using this place to practice semi-legal canid shows. Scandalous, isn't it?
So you said this place was supposed to be an art gallery. What happened?
That's privileged information. I really shouldn't tell you.
Sure you can. I already agreed to your confidentiality clause, remember?
That's a fair point. All right, I'll tell you. But just keep this between us. The Musgraves own one of Earth's largest private collections of art and literature. They were going to have the entire collection shipped all the way to Halcyon. Unfortunately, that collection never arrived. We haven't heard anything from the delivery convoy, and there's some purely hypothetical concern that the collection might be, well...
Stolen?
I was going to say indefinitely delayed by unforeseen and unknowable circumstances, but yes. Let's go with that. Anyway, that's as much as I can tell you. Will there be anything else?
Nope. That'll be all. Excuse me. Okay, yeah, so... I didn't know if I had to go through the door behind her or not. Ain't this a fancy place?
Oh, just hear me out. It's a brilliant idea.
It's about canid hunting. We've been over this before. It's a terrible idea.
Canid hunting is the natural evolution of canid shows. No one's going to miss a few backwater laborers anyway.
The fuck? Does Canid mean people? Howdy.
Do you know the interesting thing about canid shows?
No, but I have a feeling you're about to tell me anyway.
Good instincts. Mathematically speaking, the interesting thing about canid shows is this. They're an exercise in futility. Winning is predetermined. Over time, the inevitable trend is that the race goes to the swift. Time and chance are just statistical outliers. In other words, if you put enough canids through enough trials, the one with the most optimal attributes generally wins. Exercise in futility.
Must be popular at parties.
Oh, goodness, no. Not at all. I'm an actuary, you see. Well, not entirely. The actuarial sciences are more of a passion than a profession. So I suppose that makes me mostly an actuary. That's a bit of a family joke. I'm Clarence Mosley.
Mm-hmm. Name sounds familiar. Mostly Fine Furniture Company, right?
Yes, that's us. Mostly oak trees, too. My grandfather invented them, you know. Well, no, he didn't invent mostly oaks, but he did purchase the naming rights back during the terraforming days. It's essentially the same thing.
Well, I've actually been looking for you. You're the last known staff member on Project Gorgon.
Oh. Then you're not here about my monograph. It's true. I was involved with Project Gorgon, but that chapter of my life is long since closed. Listen, I don't know what you want with Gorgon or with me, but let me give you some free advice. Let the past go. Live in the moment. Enjoy the party.
Yeah, you're a bit late. Some serious figure already sent me cryptic warnings.
Let me hazard a guess. You didn't listen then, and you're not about to listen now.
Right on the mic.
Then I don't see the point in wasting a well-calculated argument on the virtues of self-preservation.
Yeah, I just need to lift lockdown on Gorgon's manufacturer. Can you show me how?
Lifting the lockdown won't be easy. You'll need to send overrides from the chem lab and human inquiry. I don't have that level of clearance, but I know 2 people who do. The trouble is, I don't know you. I don't trust you. I washed my hands of Gorgon, and you're asking me to dirty them all over again. I'm going to need a good reason.
Yeah, it was hard to find a journal. I'm just trying to do my job.
Why are you going through all of this trouble for a journal? Actually, don't tell me. I'd like to maintain plausible deniability. I want a favor from you. Do something for me, and I'll do something for you. That way, we don't have to rely on mutual trust. A grand prize trophy to the Canid Review. I want it in my hands. Get me that trophy, and I'll give you the remaining researchers. Names, locations, as much information as I have.
Alright, what's so important about a trophy?
My Canid, Laplace, is statistically superior to every other Canid in this review. Better average sprinting time, superior gait coefficient, optimal anatomical symmetry. I didn't bother entering little Laplace in this pointless contest. He's already won on paper, you see. That trophy rightfully belongs to him.
Ah, that might be the most Byzantium thing I've ever heard.
Oh, you're much too kind. Does this mean you'll do it?
Yeah, I get it. You want me to steal the trophy. I'll be right back.
Get into the main hall and take the elevator down into the maintenance tunnels. You'll find a service passage that leads up into the trophy room. The maintenance tunnel is the only way up into the trophy room. Some technician barred the door shut on our end. Ask Tilda Coatsworth about it, over by the podium.
Alright. I know what I'm doing here, Clarence. Thanks.
Oh, you're quite welcome. I look forward to observing your results.
Alright, you can go ahead and wait here, I guess. Nice. Alright, that's not stealing. That would be useful. Because if I need to heal, they need to heal, you know? Hey, Tilda.
Oh, perfect. Another company buffoon stomping about in a full suit of armor. All over my finest marble. Shouldn't you be on guard duty?
Yeah, I'm your personal honor guard. I'm gonna say that. I don't even know if it'll work. I'm gonna say it.
I don't recall putting in a request for personal honor guard. I imagine Musgrave put you up to this as a way of showing deference to me. Whatever happened to that fellow? In any case, I can't hire you. I have a moral and ethical objection to charity.
I was actually here about the Canid review.
Unfortunately, you're too late. The review ended a few days ago. We've submitted our results to the Judiciary Committee and await arbitration. In 8 to 10 short weeks, we'll have the name of a winner. Probably. That gives us 8 to 10 weeks to file a maintenance request. Our technician barred the vault door and then disappeared without a trace. Can you believe that?
Yeah, what was your technician doing in the vault?
The Musgrave Vault contracted a security consultant from UDL. They sent a technician to install a few security upgrades, anti-dissident auto mechanicals and the like. That technician barred the vault, but neglected to leave us with a way in from here. He wasn't seen leaving the security room, so I can't imagine where he's gone off to. UDL personnel are so irresponsible. No offense.
Yeah, none taken. Isn't there another way that people could access it, though? What about the maintenance tunnels?
The tunnels are guarded by auto-mechanical security. I don't look nearly boorish enough to resemble a UDL guard, so they'd probably shoot me on sight. Again, no offense. In any case, I'd rather not step foot in the tunnels. The tunnels are for disposing of unwanted refuse, and no place for a respectable Byzantine.
I could find a way into the vault for you. You won't have to dirty your hands.
Your eagerness to serve your betters is commendable. Here's a key card. It should help you get around inside the tunnels. Now, was there anything else? I'd like to get back to mastering over the ceremonies, or people might question why I have this role at all.
I'll be on my way.
It's not painted hunting I object to, it's the impropriety.
Since when do you care about impropriety? Candid shows are unlawful, and you showed up anyway.
This is different. I just don't think we should be letting the lower class into Byzantium, even for fun.
Oh, fuck you.
Ever want to make friends with a Canid? Look him square in the eyes. Oh, and bare your teeth, too. Let them know you're a friend.
Are you sure?
Come now, Anubis, you must succumb.
Yeah, made a mistake. Okay, that worried me for a second. My stream was frozen on a spot for a moment. Apparently I need to reload my gun.
Good, we're in.
Wrong button. I do want to actually check. Another technician's key card. Completed scheduled annual sanitation and repair Musgrave family vault applied. Kind of bean scented floor wax. Appraised area in accordance with Byzantium aesthetic standards. Relocated garbage. Installed anti-dissident auto mechanicals in order to ensure moral and civil hygiene. 4A, no tampering with altering or otherwise disabling moral hygiene on mechanicals is strictly prohibited under board regulations. And delivered complimentary mint. can't get through that one. Improved tech kit. Need something that improves stealth perks. Yeah, that's right. I have that.
Nicely done.
I knew I had something that helped out with lockpicking that I was holding on to.
If there's one thing I've learned traveling with you, it's that theft is but a state of mind.
Oh. There we go. Please don't notice that I have it.
You'd only be letting them into Byzantium temporarily. Long enough for Canids to sniff them out and chase them around.
It's the principle of the matter. Everything belongs in its appropriate place, and laborers do not belong in Byzantium.
I just think you're being rather narrow-minded. A common laborer might enjoy the chance to see Byzantium. Granted, they'd be seeing Byzantium while running for their lives to the Canids at the hills.
Bring the idea up in committee if you're so adamant. I just don't think they belong here.
Assholes. That's all you are. Mm-hmm. Just because I don't want any alcohol or cigarettes being used. Because this is me playing as myself, so obviously I gotta sell all that shit. Guys, get in here real quick. I want to close the doors. Just to be safe.
Never cared much for hors d'oeuvres. The word is just grotesque. All those superfluous letters ruin my appetite.
Well, today's your lucky day, Clarence. I've got your trophy. Wait, hold up. I also found this eye once.
My eye! I was wondering where I'd misplaced that old thing. It's perfectly preserved, you know. Every eye possesses unique dimensions, not unlike a fingerprint. The circumference, the shape, the color of the iris. An eye makes excellent proof of identification, assuming you don't mind removing one.
So, how'd you lose your eye?
I'd rather not get into the details. If Spacer's Choice ever asks you to test out their new model of monocle, just say no.
Well, I guess you can take it back if you want. I don't really want to keep it in my pocket.
Well, that's rather responsible of you. I'll put a good word in your permanent record.
Alright, anyways.
What's on your mind?
Today's your lucky day. I've got your trophy.
My trophy! Look at this thing. Have you ever seen a more garish monument to the boredom of the elite? If only Grandfather Mosley were alive today, I would have loved to wave this trophy right in front of his cataracts. I hope you won't take it personally when I say I had my doubts about you. Nothing ever gets done in Byzantium, you see. Competent work is, well, a statistical anomaly.
Yep, I got mine in the bargain. I expect you to keep yours.
Lifting the emergency lockdown requires overrides from the Chem Lab and Human Inquiry. Access to those facilities requires authorizations from 2 senior-level researchers. Marion Blakesley, Jasper Lowe. They went into hiding after the project collapsed, but I've managed to calculate their last known whereabouts within a reasonable margin of error.
Use statistical analysis to figure out their location. Show me your math.
I see you're familiar with my technique. I'd love to show you my numbers, but there aren't nearly enough napkins in this room. After the project shut down, I had to keep my mind occupied. I worked on my actuarial tables, calculated the average lifespan of a Spacer's Choice worker, that sort of thing. I realized some of the researchers had to be alive. I ran some numbers, did a little research, and concluded that the 2 most likely survivors are Marion Blakesley and Jasper Lowe.
Well, you haven't seemed to be able to let go of Project Gorgon either.
Nonsense. I just needed a good old-fashioned statistical problem to busy my mind. Keeps the faculties lubricated.
You talk about leaving the past behind, but you still feel responsible.
Let me stop you there. I don't accept anything for free. And if you're going to analyze me, I'd have to go through the trouble of hiring you on contract. Think what you will of my intentions, my calculations are sound. You'll find Marion Blakesley and Jasper Lowe at the enclosed locations.
So those two researchers are the only ones left.
As far as I know, Jasper Lowe and Marion Blakesley are the only 2 surviving researchers with high-level clearance. If you want to lift the lockdown on the manufactory, you'll need to send an override from the Chem Lab and Human Inquiry. I'm afraid it's the only way.
But seriously, I need 2 different overrides to lift one lockdown? Why is nothing in this colony ever simple?
I know it feels like you're being led on. What is that colorful metaphor commoners use? A wild sprat chase? Remember, this is Spacer's choice we're talking about. Their security protocols are just as inefficient and frustrating as the manufacturing.
Alright, mind if I ask some questions about the researchers?
I'll tell you what I can.
What do I need to know about Marion Blakesley?
Dr. Marion Blakesley supervised the Human Inquiry and Auditing Facility. Live subjects, measuring tape and syringes, that sort of thing. Someone sabotaged the facility. Blakesley tendered her resignation and vanished. I'm reasonably certain she's hiding in a maintenance bay on Groundbreaker.
You sure it was sabotage?
Well, with Spacer's choice equipment, who even knows? Dr. Blakesley tendered her resignation lawfully, but under suspicious circumstances. If you want to know more, you'd best ask her yourself.
What about this Jasper Loeb guy?
Dr. Lowe described himself as a dazzling genius in his review. I disagreed. Of the 19 criteria that constitute the rubric of genius, Dr. Lowe only met 15. After the project shut down, corporate traded him off to Anti-Cleo in exchange for 5 lab coats. He's been transferred to an orbital lab around Olympus.
Must have been some fancy lab coats if they traded him for 5 of them.
Oh dear. How do I explain this without using too many syllables? Lab coats means scientists. It's a colloquial... It's slang. Let's get back on topic. You'll find Dr. Lowe in an orbital lab around Olympus.
Alright, that's all I need to know.
Try to exercise caution. It's good for your lifespan.
Aw, Clarence, are you looking out for me?
You did fetch a trophy for my little applause. Technically, that makes you my canid servant. And by the transitive property of employment, my responsibility.
Wow.
No need to sound so astonished. Now, was there anything else?
Well, what could you tell me about Project Gorgon since we're asking stuff?
Let's try to keep it down, shall we? At least pretend we're being discreet. There's not a lot about Project Gorgon I can tell you. I know that's not what you wanted to hear, but I closed that chapter in my life. I've moved on.
Oh, I promise, I'm not looking for any trouble, I just want information.
Look, don't tell anyone I said this. But if there's anything I've learned by living in Byzantium, it's this. If you go looking for the truth, you are looking for trouble. All right. Ask your questions. And then if you don't mind, don't mention Project Gorgon anywhere near me again.
Alright. Does the name Minnie Ambrose mean anything to you?
Minnie Ambrose? Oh, Olivia's brat. Ambitious, but like the rest of her family, irrelevant. She tried following her mother's example, failed, and if she ever tried again, I couldn't tell you. The name Ambrose doesn't mean anything to me anymore, or to anyone halfway respectable. The Ambroses are, how do I put this politely, obsolete.
Well, what exactly happened?
A family's name is only as strong as its enterprise. The Musgraves have Rizzos, and the Schuyler's have Anti-Cleo, and so we show those names the respect they deserve. The Ambrose name was associated with Project Gorgon. The project died, and so the Ambrose name died with it. That's just the way the game is played.
Why did Project Gorgon need an actuary?
Project Gorgon was designed to change the life of every worker on Halcyon. We weren't just building a product, we were trying to build a society. How many workers call Halcyon their home? What do they eat and when? How long do they sleep? How hard do they work? What are their most productive years? When do their organs begin to fail? That's the nature of my work. I study human life in order to determine its value. Jewelers appraise diamonds, and I appraise people.
You must have left Gorgon for a reason. What happened?
It's complicated. I'll be honest, I didn't join Project Gorgon because I wanted to satisfy my intellectual curiosity. I was courting the daughter of a Spacer's Choice family. We were a mathematically congruent match, you see. I had the proofs all written out and everything.
I see where this is going.
I see you've been in the same situation. Yes, she wasn't impressed by my absolute value. After she made her feelings clear, I left the project.
So what exactly went wrong?
Everything. Every project has a margin of failure. We expect setbacks, complications, delays. Project Gorgon experienced a cascade failure. One mistake precipitated another, and another, and another. The labs failed to develop a safe drug. Human Inquiry failed to perform their tests responsibly. An unsafe drug tested on unhealthy subjects by irresponsible supervisors. That's Project Gorgon.
So the project fell apart and your test subjects became marauders.
Anarchy is not a crime. It is a symptom. The undisciplined workplace secretes anarchy the way our glands secrete enzymes. It's a principle of science. Sabotage came first. The chem lab, human inquiry, even my own office. Sabotage broke the discipline of our workplace, leading to confusion, leading to escaped subjects, leading to anarchy.
Staff are all dead or missing. You're the only one wearing a tracker.
No one appreciates the value of good data. The holistic surveillance device I wear is an invaluable tool, gathering data on all my day-to-day activities. My former colleagues can go into hiding and live in ignorance for all I care. I prefer the self-examined life.
Well, I guess your hands aren't clean really either, Clarence. You were part of Project Gorgon.
I know. Project Gorgon was a failure of leadership. Leadership to which I belonged. I should have pushed for stricter supervision. We gave the other departments too much freedom and not enough oversight. Spare the rod, spoil the servant.
Alright, no more questions. Thank you for your time. Hi, Max. Staring at me. Alright, gotta hold X to transition to Byzantium. I just see that there's plenty of people playing Diablo 4 right now on the recommended channels. Florent themselves are streaming. Iron Mouse is streaming Fortnite. Tricky Wee is streaming Five Nights at Freddy's. Which one? I guess the third game. But yeah, literally just 3 different channels streaming Diablo 4. Didn't pull out my gun. Yes, take me back to the ship. Take I don't even know why that song suddenly popped in my head, but it did, so.
Someone has left a threatening message on your terminal, Captain. I was unable to trace its origin. Please make a note of it.
Yeah, at this point I expect it from everyone. Auxiliary maintenance bay.
The groundbreaker auxiliary base.
Still taking Max and Felix. Clockwork mock apple. That's funny, though. Yeah, that was just a waste of time. Well, that's not a waste of time. It's 2:40.
Bullheads walking around like they. Hey, you! Over here! It's Chad! Whoa, whoa, whoa! It's Riz! Oh, fucking damn it! Every time! So, hey, you trespass, and I'm armed. Maybe take a second look at your life choices, pal.
Hang on, what were you starting to say back there?
Jimmy used to work security for Rizzo's before he got fired for... what was it again? Rank incompetence and grosser? Or was it gross incompetence and rank odor?
Oh, you think you're funny, kid? You want to hear a little jingle? I'll get your head ringing.
Let's all just relax.
Oh, come on, boss. I was just having a bit of fun at this idiot's expense. That ain't crime, right?
Oh, you're lucky you're running with new friends, Felix.
I'm looking for someone. Name of Marion Blakesley.
Yeah, I know that lady. I know she's looking for, solitude. She hired us to make sure no one comes sniffing around. Guess that's bad news for your plan there.
And who's us exactly?
Yeah, we're the gardeners. We keep order back here on these dangerous streets. Hallways. You know what I mean. Anyway, Blakesley's given us standing orders to strongly discourage anyone who tries to come in. I like to, extrapolate from there.
Does June Lay know that you're down here?
We ain't subversives. We're gainfully employed. This is a private contract. Miss Doolin can't get too mad if we rough up some trespassers. Especially if I was nice enough to warn him first.
Well, come on. Surely we can come to terms with this.
This deal with Blakesley's pretty sweet. We get paid, and we get fresh greens every week. My gums never looked healthier.
Well, she still won't be too happy if you cost her thousands in life insurance payout.
What?
Yeah, I hoped all this newfound wealth could help ease her grief over the loss of a loved one.
Shit. Insurance, you said? Fine, I guess. Look, we won't give you trouble, but I can't say the same about Blakely. She's got some crazy setup in there, so if you get shot, don't come complaining to me.
Don't worry. That's why I got armor.
miscreants for them anymore. We can beat up miscreants for ourselves.
Why do I feel like I heard that conversation before?
Must be a step up from Boris factories, huh? Doesn't look like either of us are sitting pretty in Byzantium, big shot.
Come on, you two. We're all gardeners here.
Oh, it's not stealing. That's stealing. I'm not gonna worry about lockpicking and stuff right now. I mean, I probably could. But right now, I just want to focus on meeting up with Marion.
You have to be kidding me. I thought I made myself clear. The proof is camera. Hello? Damn it. I get it. Some people need things spelled out for them. I'm sure one is not going to get tickled.
Yeah, if they were surface, it looked like they got taken out at some point.
Observation log. Well, never mind. Hybridization efforts have proven successful, and the nursery's yield is improving steadily. Meanwhile, the psychological benefits of gardening are difficult to assess without a control loop. Subjective reflection suggests minor gains in memory retention and contentment.
Look at that. I got the dog in that pillar.
Experiments nuts. Group C here, 2-4, referred to as Claris, continues to demonstrate increased growth and development relative to both the original and control strains. However, general mass and caloric content is not increased significantly compared to its predecessor, Porous. This suggests a limit in our ability to mitigate poor nutrient uptake with mantipillar mulch. Personal note, Martin's getting a little big for the terrarium. A few more days and when he goes into the processor. Status Walker. Water cycle initiated. Warning, the security system's offline. You've now been unprotected for 0 days. Okay, a lot of entries. Water supply remains steady. Power fluctuations due to a number on the auto mechanicals. Easy fix all the time in the world. Go to the auto mechanicals for non-essential components, minor gains in power efficiency due to decreased weight, waterproofing materials compromised human error. So yeah, she thought the auto mechanicals would be ready to stop us, but nope. Oh, never mind, there's actually a few auto mechanicals that probably could. Hard. Shit. I guess that's gonna be our escape route.
System beginning secure.
I was just getting started.
That's...
Observation log. Date. Who knows? Subject number. Well, let's call him Percy. Percy here has discovered the secret to success. He lifted the veil and found a pattern. He wakes up and listens for that bell 3 times a day. Food rains from the sky. He eats. He waits. Life is easy. The second your mold comes in, pal.
Well, at least he's not attacking. At least he's also not looking like he's about to attack. You know how fucking creepy it would be if he had hurt me? Okay, well, it'd be nice to get more credits. see why I needed to do that. Yeah, let's initiate that. Even if I... well, maybe. I just want to see first if there's anything that will increase speech skills. That's a helmet. Or a hat. When I say speech skills, I meant tech skills. Nope, okay. Then we're not gonna worry about it. We'll just take the elevator here.
There's something going on inside there.
Yep, there's our shortcut.
Handle beautifully.
Thanks, Max. Hi there.
So who the fuck? Wait, hang on. I can't hear a damn thing. Just gonna shut this thing off. Right. Area in place. What can I do for you, Mr. Invasion?
Yeah, I need to get into the HA facility on Gorgon. I'm just gonna go straight
Sister's
for it.
choice and you? Take your sweet time. Gorgon. I holed up in a forgotten cargo bay of a rotting colony ship just so I could never hear that name again. But here you are.
Well, I tracked down Clarence Mosley. That got me on your trail.
That bastard. Is he still only mostly worthless, or has he achieved mathematical perfection in that regard?
Hey, you figured out where you were hiding.
His predictive data. If I were Byzantium, I might have strangled him. Clearance lacks the attention span for this sort of thing. Someone wants to dig up the past, and you're the shovel, right?
Yeah. Alright. Yeah, I was hired to find something on the asteroid.
Ambrose. Well, I'll soon you're caught up then. That or hopelessly confused. Corporate demanded a product they throw onto shelves. That put the squeeze on low at Chem to develop formulas, samples. But how do you know if the product works? You run tests, see what happens. That's where human inquiry and auditing came in. I ran HIA, and HIA ran the tests again and again and again. And what happens is a whole lot of wasted time and even more bodies.
So what was your part in all this?
Testing supervisor. I designed the initial testing regimens, managed the staff, made sense of the test results. Try to, anyway. People are complicated, and I don't just mean the test subjects. Try and avoid working with people if you can. It always gets messy.
Any complicated people you know who might have an interest in stopping me?
Plenty. Not to mention Spacer's choice put in the legwork to make Gorgon habitable. Probably crawling with scavengers.
So what was Spacer's choice testing for?
You've heard the adverts, right? Work day and night, still feel refreshed the next morning. Now, what we tested for was dexterity, efficiency, compliance. The traits of a good employee. Numbers never came out right. I could have pumped gallons of those chemicals into every living soul in this colony. Wouldn't have changed that. What we got was marauders.
Yeah, that's the thing. I've taken a Adrena time.
Hey, do whatever you like. Life's short and we're all dying anyway.
So why did the facility shut down?
We had a few weird accidents, escapes, minor setbacks. But one day, all the test subjects got loose. Sabotage, they said. It wasn't just us. All of the facilities got hit hard. Shut down for a while. That turned out to be the last straw.
You know who was behind it?
Nah, didn't much care by then. Don't care much now. Spacer's choice wasn't getting much use out of us anymore, so they shuttered the project, kicked Adrena time out the door. And I came here.
Why'd you hide away on the groundbreaker, though?
I could have gone back to Byzantium, found a position somewhere else. Even started up something new, like mostly. But I couldn't stop thinking about indulgent scientists. What do you want out of this investigation of yours? Trying to liven up your memoir?
I mean, someone should know what Spacer's choice did.
Really? What good can that possibly do? Ask your priest friend. What do you get out of headbutting murderous auto mechanicals for your captain here?
My reasons are my own. Suffice it to say that not all rewards are monetary.
Fair enough. That's all I got. Here, I still have this pass. Don't much feel like hanging on to it anymore. I exit the moment the project started falling apart. I had to steal some credentials. This should get you into the volunteer induction entrance.
You hacked into Spacer's choice database?
Please. I just messaged people with fake demands for their passwords. That's when they didn't just leave codes written down on pieces of paper. If I couldn't talk my way out past the simple facility lockdown, I'd be working for Rizzo's. That'll get you inside. What you do from there, that's up to you.
Alright. Any advice? You must know the facility pretty well.
Come on. I've left it behind me.
I don't know if I want to intimidate. But I might be able to. But folks on the groundbreaker would just love to meet Marion Blakesley, famed florist.
You wouldn't.
Who's a behavioral expert? You tell me.
Damn it. Fine. Fine. Here, I remember one of my access codes.
Just punch in the keypad equivalent for replication. Should get you into the offices. Maybe get you to my terminal a little sooner. Go test that persistence of yours out on Gorgon.
Alright, I'll leave you be.
Yeah. I'll make sure the auto mechanicals don't bother you on the way out.
There.
Here, take it. Just drowning in dining options down here.
I don't know if you're being sarcastic or not. I mainly just want to take the bypass shunt. I just take everything of because I'm a hoarder. In games, I need to be specific. I don't really hoard stuff in real life. I did at one point, but that's when I was younger and I was, I was a kid, so I didn't better. Alright, let's get the hell out of here. Wait a minute, a vending machine? Ew. That elite trooper armor is pretty heavy. Equip that as well. Oh, hold the fuck up. When did I give him expanded heavy power armor that was at level... that was 127 armor? Holy fucking shit. When did I give you this shit? Okay, well, I guess that means Felix gets the better armor. Wait, hold up. Now it's only 101? What? The way that companions get leveled up is just weird to me. Nope.
Alright, hushing up.
I'm not stealing it, I just wanted to unlock it. Let's get around the corner so I can start running. Again, I don't need my gun out. Hmm. It's so weird, though. Well, actually, no. Real quick. Because I'm not using them and I keep storing them. Let's put the science weapon away.
Would you like a reminder on when your next shower is scheduled?
Sure, I guess?
An unknown vessel is approaching our ship. Their intentions are currently indeterminate. Once I deduce their intentions, I will play one of two audio signals. A cheerful fanfare if they are friendly, alarms if they are hostile. Their intentions are no longer unknown.
Okay, give me a status report.
The unknown vessel has deployed a boarding mechanism. They will attach themselves to our airlock and attempt boarding shortly. That sound indicates that a boarding mechanism has successfully attached to our airlock. Captain, I am pleased to inform you that we are currently in the process of being boarded.
You're not supposed to be pleased to tell me we're being boarded, Ada.
I have been programmed to simulate joy and excitement at the opportunity to test my limited defensive capabilities. Captain Hawthorne installed a lethal shock trap on our airlock in the event of an invasion. I am prepared to deploy this trap at a moment's notice.
So our airlock has a death trap installed? Ada, you need to tell me these things.
I understand. Allow me to rectify my oversight. Captain, please be informed that our airlock has a death trap installed. The invading ship appears to be a decommissioned storage vessel. The crew are either pirates or freelancers. My opinion of their competence is low.
I'll let them know I'm flattered, but I wish they bought me dinner first.
That is unlikely. Judging by the state of the invading ship and the competence of the boarding party, I deduce they are incapable of paying for dinner. Their ship is using a tracking device too sophisticated for their primitive astrogator. I conclude they are receiving outside assistance. If you prefer to make an escape, I can disable the boarding mechanism. However, as long as that tracking device remains on board their ship, they will be able to find us again.
I'll go deal with them myself.
Understood, Captain. I will be deploying the Unreliable's lethal deterrent system. Please approach the airlock and enjoy the show. Now initiating warm welcome protocol.
He really could kill us all.
Yep, that's why we all need to be careful. Anyways. if this means that the guy is a raider now, or if he's having these raiders be his protective detail or test subjects. One of the three. It's gotta be. Why is it stealing? Is he got the toss ball? The fuck?
Looks like we're doing this.
I can get another perk. That's always a good perk. Seriously, why is everything here considered stealing? Like, what are they gonna be killing them all anyways? Also, on the cystic tumors. Isn't that, marvelous? Yeah, you know what? Fuck it. They're trying to board my ship. And just steal all their shit. Especially if we end up blowing up their ship afterwards. It's better to just take what we can, right? Mhm. Mhm. Okay, but how? 'Cause we need the credentials to get through most places. That's barred. I've opened up all the available doors, stolen all their shit. Ladder.
What the?
Nothing in the John. Oh yeah, that's the one detriment of stealing everyone's shit. But I mean, honestly, you can't expect me to not. This works out, doesn't it? Okay, I can run again. There we go. Barred door's open now. We'll be able to come back down after we're done. Really?
You know, I'm a little disappointed. I was hoping you'd play by the rules. We could have had a good old-fashioned boarding. Now you're barging into my office, muddying tracks all over my floor. A little respect for the ship. Is that too much to ask?
Hey, you were boarding my ship, asshole.
Yeah, but I had every intention of respecting the upholstery. I would have had you spaced or shot in the bathroom or something. You're the captain of the Unreliable. You dropped out of the sky in Emerald Vale, and whatever you're doing on Gorgon, you've upset my employer. You and I are in a bit of a situation. I don't get paid unless you're dead. And a man's gotta make a living. You understand.
I understand you want to walk away alive. Let's talk terms.
Well, it's not like I've got much of a choice here. If you're willing to be reasonable, I'm willing to put away the coach persona.
Who sent you, and what do you want?
My team and I were contracted to apprehend the Unreliable, eliminate its crew, and dispose of the captain. I couldn't tell you who hired me, even if I wanted to. The contract's anonymous. No names, no faces, just money and a target. I can't turn down a job like that. You understand.
Well, apparently I don't have enough money to tell you to turn that down, so I guess we're gonna just kill you.
It's all on the wrist.
Really? A hole in your bathroom? I can't really jump in there. Notice the discontinuation from the Firefly Company Office of Clerical Oversight to designated captain of this vessel. Dear Sir and or Madam, this is an automated message. Please be informed that the following services and amenities and products provided by the Firefly Company have been discontinued and or decommissioned. Firefly Freebooters, Tossball Team, and all properties related therein, and all Firefly Company storage and transport ships in development are currently spaceworthy, and all maintenance and repair services provided to Firefly Company vehicles, and all rations, medical rights company uniforms, and designated domiciles belong to the Firefly Company. Please be informed that captaining a discontinued ship is strictly contrary to regulation and may be punishable with any or all of the following: punitive fees, mandatory re-education, imprisonment. Firefly Company will not provide relocation or employment assistance for any discontinued workers. Our Firefly Company is currently experiencing an exciting period of growth and change. Happy to announce that 3 different companies, including but not limited to 2 space destroyers, are currently in the process of negotiating for ownership of Firefly Company's properties. As part of these negotiations, Firefly Company has agreed to dissolve its Freebooters Tossball property, so as not to challenge, compete with, undermine, or in any way disrespect the Tossball teams owned and deployed by any company interested in acquiring us. We are pleased to inform you that the Firefly Company has formally renounced its ownership of the Freebooters Tossball brand and all related properties. Furthermore, please be informed that all Tossball-related positions, including but not limited to players, coaches, maintenance, automechanical units, and laborers, are now formally dissolved. Please be reminded that your lifetime indenture contracts have not been dissolved. Your labor and service remains the sole property of Firefly Company into perpetuity. Please be reminded that offering your services to a competitor is strictly contrary to colonial law, and may be punishable with arrest, imprisonment, mandatory re-education, and/or a surprise audit. Furthermore, any independent contract work, also known as freelancing, is strictly contrary to the terms of your lifetime indenturement contract. Your position has been discontinued as of the receipt of this message. Team, there's a time for improvisation and a time for following instructions. Understanding the difference is more of an art than a science. If you find yourself thinking up a creative solution to a problem, ask yourself, what are some of the consequences of my solution? Am I behaving in a way consistent with the values of the freebooters? I'm kind of now speaking like Detective Blanc from the Knives Out universe there. Let me give you a practical example. Say I ask one of you to repair the piping in my laboratory. I understand we got a bit of a part shortage here in Halcyon, so you might try to improvise, using a plasma rifle instead of a welding torch, for example, or tossball sticks instead of chisels. These are all terrible ideas. Why, you ask? If you think about it, the answer will be as obvious as a hole in my laboratory wall. Don't be sorry, be better. Kratos was saying that too. Team, practice is important. The best tossball players devote every waking moment to the study of their craft. Scripture tells us our lives are defined by our role in society. Our role is to play tossball. We are never off the field because we never stop being tossball players. Some of you took this advice to heart. You're practicing your pitch and your swings in the comments. I don't have to remind you all of the incident involving a tossball in my entire case of Spectrum Red. Now, I understand you're all eager to play. We haven't had a lot of matches since corporate scuttered the team. But today I had to pry a tossball out of a shattered terminal. That terminal could have been our astrogator, and then I would have had to space the party responsible in accordance with team regulations. Please don't force me into a position where I have to discipline you. I expect you to behave in a manner consistent with freebooter values, which includes only destroying equipment while on board an enemy ship. Well, did I do it? Okay, yeah. Now I have to...
Great work. Impressive as always. Just randomly stole a shampoo bottle. There we go, here's the way. Thought that was a person for a moment. There we go.
So that way if someone else takes it. I was just making sure there wasn't something that can be grabbed. Alright, guys. Got that shit cleared out.
Being on a ship sets my stomach to turning. Thank the void for alcohol.
Welcome back, Captain. I understand you have resolved your differences with our former boarding party. Are you ready to depart?
Let's get going.
Understood, Captain. Resuming our course.
Right, I forgot to switch back over to... Alright, we're on Olympus. Probably gonna try and wrap this up soonish. No, that's not good.
Hey, anybody out there? We're not here to hurt you.
Yeah, I don't think that's the case. Ugh, still tobacco and corn. Having a bit of a texture loading issue right now. Actually, no, even if I put on that suit, it'd still be a point off. Still something went on. I don't know if it's that the robots went crazy or if someone's trying to kill him. Or if he's trying to kill everyone else. Thunder, though. That's not worrisome or anything.
Hey, what would happen if this station fell into Olympus? Would we just keep falling forever? Just asking.
I wouldn't necessarily say forever. We might eventually reach the, planet's core. I didn't know if I wanted to finish this, and so that's why I was silent for a bit. Mm-hmm. Okay, so I thought I'd be able to just sneak up on them from there. Turns out I was wrong. Nice job, Felix. Well, hopefully Max got his ass kicked again. There we go, now we don't have to worry about any other ones. The unfortunate event of a necessitated downsizing the most senior site safety engineer or the sole member on assignment shall initiate by mandate of ANSY's corporate headquarters the pink slip protocol, manufacturer's directive included, within all automechanical stationed at the facility. From the site, safety engineers sit there and guard the red button, I said. Sounds like an easy paycheck, I said. I'm not gonna live in a secret lab in the middle of a gas giant storm-riddled atmosphere, my ex-wife said. No one told me I'd eventually have to press the button I was guarding, the pink slip protocol button, that final choice between diligent duty or my friends. On second thought, let's be honest, they were my friends. Once I disabled the protocol and scrubbed the labs, I'll ask corporate for a reassignment. I hear Emerald Vale's real nice this time of year. Alright, whoever keeps cutting off sprat tails and dropping them into innocent, unguarded cups of coffee needs to cut it out, or I'll cut off something of yours next. It's not funny, and I'm tired of cleaning up coffee-colored vomit. Oof. Alright, missing. Queen of Hearts, 5 of Clubs, all aces, and a 3, 7, 8, and 9 of Spades. Last seen on my desk in a solitaire spread. Reward if found, a friendly game of whist. Even if not returned, we can make do. Really, come play with me. Betting not required. Or we can place bets if you'd rather. I've got a couple packets of sugar-free 0% sweetener left. I could barter. Some tests have been happening each time the power goes off, and the power keeps going off for longer each time. Coincidence? I think not. Folks are getting antsy at this time of year, and the storm stretches. And that makes them mean.
Nice and quick.
Storm Cannon. Now that is a legendary weapon. But it's not necessarily better than either of my weapons. What about Felix, though? Felix uses a heavy weapon, right? Alright, can't run anymore. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Probably should wrap this up after this mission. Almost thought I wanted to fall asleep there for a second. Okay, good, I can run again. Probably not long though. Okay, so I have to take this path. Oh, shut up. Incoming messages. Last and lethal. Lead chemist Dr. Jasper Lowe from... Advisory notice that the lead chemist at the Olympus Orbital Pharmaceutical Station. No satisfactory results have been submitted in 11 months. Pursuant to Clause 0059 PSP 733.25, if measurable and material proof of progress are not approved within 31 days, station personnel may be found to be in dereliction of duty and as a result could be permanently terminated. Jasmine Daryl and Genus, as you are likely now well aware, I most humbly regret to inform you that my exhaustive efforts to protect that beautiful oversized brain of yours, and consequently its nefarious agenda, are in fact fading faster than your rumored last project on Gorgon. I repeat, the corporate hounds around to your dodgy scent, and it's made them thirst and bathe for blood. If I cannot supply the executive floor with tangible, undoctored results, and soon, I'm heartbroken to report that Pink Slip Protocol will be initiated by a majority vote and the project will be scrubbed wholly and completely. I trust you understand the full weight of what that means. One can project is an embarrassment of epic proportions. Twice as unforgivable. Please, 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 I am begging on bended knee, send me a working prototype. At this stage, even a fatally flawed one will do. Save yourself and your lab coats before this reflects poorly on my permanent record. Eternally yours, at least until the next failed delivery milestone, your Chief Engineering Inspector, Dr. Mora. Normora, my once darling, as you're likely now well aware, I don't want you to beg, I don't want you on bended knee, I don't want anything except to feel this infernal, indefensible, insatiable need. I am so close, so very nearly on the cusp of salvation. Then and only then will I send you that blasted anthrocillin plus, a ludicrously simple modification I could formulate in my sleep, were I ever able to sleep. No longer yours, no longer anyone's, but that elusive and fleeting embrace of chemical virtuosity. With regret, Jasper. You understand, do you not, darling? From the very first test, from that first accursed step, every path, every infinitely random dice roll of emerging cosmic routes was leading us to some destiny. Pink slip protocol, really? You Hall HUDs went there, never would have thought you'd stoop so low, or more accurately, be so moronic as to cut off your own nose to spite your faces. True, the project was delayed, but we all know I would have delivered more than adequate results eventually once I descend to the highest peak of my genius. We were less than months away. Not that I expect a pea-brained layman to understand. Nora is wasted on you lot. I am wasted on you lot. And I might I just add, though I might have invited you to do your worst, you did try your best, but I am still alive. Nevertheless, I do go on, and I never, ever forget. Payback will be swift. Oh, yes. I scarcely think you'll see it coming. Just as soon as I perfect my formula and can focus on other matters, then you will rue the day you pink slit the great Jasper Lowe. Buffoons. Eternally misunderstood and undervalued, and still misappropriating your precious company resources. Employee formerly so known as Dr. Jasper Lowe. You know what? I'm gonna send it. I just assume these ones are under Jasper's band. Max, please don't die on me.
My time to shine!
Well, this weapon is a little too overpowered. Act 100, disable all the mechanical hostility protocols. Temporarily redirecting our efforts to perfecting Dr. Lowe's proprietary Sky-High mix, which maximizes genius and productivity. After sampling Dr. Lowe's Sky-High mix, the team agrees that this will enable us to reach our original project goals better in the long run and is so worth a monetary detour. Record is abbreviated due to an unscheduled chemical leak that permeated the meeting room, resulting in immediate inhalation of noxious gases caused double vision, hallucinations, an uncontrollable sense of giddiness, and projectile vomiting. Side effects occurred in all meeting participants. As such, we cut the time block down to 1 hour from the standard 2-hour review. What the devil is Sullivan? I told that numbskull if he missed one more staff meeting, he couldn't make it, Doctor. He caught his hand in the specimen slicer again. Oh, you mean his remaining hand. Not anymore. What was that? I heard something. Nothing? No, I'm sure. It sounded like perhaps it was your imagination, Doctor. Right. When isn't it, Jasper? When isn't it? At any rate, he'll require a replacement. For his hands? Don't be asinine. For his productivity, we can't risk falling behind. Not now. Not when I am at long last on the cusp of a great breakthrough. You've balanced the mixture then? Marvelous, Doctor. Bootlicker. I'll have Kel put in a request for a personal transfer. If we're lucky, we can get a new body with the supply drop coming next month. Elsewise, we'll have to wait a year. No, that is unacceptable. I distinctly smell... One imbecile scheduled the test and release in this time block. The room is allotted for self-testing on Thursdays only. They're all laughing and vomiting. Administered Raptidon exploded. Administered lower dosage, Raptidon exploded, but more slowly. Administered single drop to self, works on the turbine platform, woke on the turbine platform, naked, drenched, and holding a handful of severed sprat tails. Concoction. Misplaced calculations. Added mint flavoring, tested on canid. Breath markedly improved, canid exploded. Hey.
Shush. No talking. Concentrating. Damn it. I almost had it. Formula was in my mind and I almost had it. I was so close to a breakthrough. I could practically taste it. You really did pick the worst time to manifest.
What formula are you talking about?
Sky High. My magnum opus of psychostimulants. I feel like I've already explained this to the last hallucination. Oh, hang on. I see what's happening. You're real. Ergo, not a hallucination. This is interesting. I have several questions for you. Let's start with the obvious. Who are you, and how are you even alive?
I think that's Yuri Lowenthal. I was gonna ask you the same thing. What happened here?
All sorts of things. Science, mainly. A little bit of research. If you're talking about all the dead bodies, that'd be the pink slip protocol. Right. That answers that. Next question. Do you come bearing fresh pharmaceuticals?
May I suggest caution? Hallucinations can be quite tricky to navigate.
Look,
yeah, we know.
We all know you're here to interrogate me. If I'm going to go through this ordeal, I'm not doing it sober.
Okay, you know what? Only the freshest for my friends.
New friends mean new birthdays to keep track of. I can't spare much room in my mind palace for frivolous trinkets of information. But in this case, I'll make an exception.
Alright. Yeah, what interesting device you've got there. What are you taking?
You mean my inhaler? It's designed to deliver a highly concentrated dose of Sky High right through my respiratory system. The formula is still a work in progress. Clears my mind for a few precious moments. The rowdy tenants of my mind palace stop their chattering, and in that silence, I experience clarity. Inspiration through inhalation. That's high, or it will be once I perfect my formula.
You could use inspiration, Doc. Relax. Take an inhale. Why am I gonna tell him to take drugs?
I'm not sure that's such a good idea, Captain.
Come on, boss. The guy's already hurting. Maybe we shouldn't be pushing him like this?
Okay, yeah.
Who's it watching now? Take an inhale? Yes. Excellent suggestion. Much better. My mind is clear. So are my sinuses, in fact.
I've got a hypothetical question for you, Dr. Lowe. If you were to, say, encourage someone to consume drugs, and then that someone later overdosed, would you be a murderer? Do you think in that case, a captain who accelerated a drug habit would be a murderer?
And the so-called victim in this scenario holds no responsibility in the matter? No, I don't think so. To each their own common sense.
Yeah, take your point, Vicar.
I knew you would, Captain.
I, for one, am glad the sermon's finished. I have much work yet to do.
Alright, well, I need you to tell me what's going on.
Auntie Cleo instituted the Pink Slip Protocol. Fancy marketing term that translates to, we're not satisfied with the quality of your work, so we're revoking your lifetime contracts. Can you believe Auntie terminated my entire team? It's a terrible setback. For my team, I mean, not for me. Not this time. I'll continue to work on my own if need be.
Okay, wait, what do you mean this time, and why did Auntie Cleo's terminate your entire team?
Ah, right. How do I put this? This is not the first time I've lost a research team to corporate mismanagement. It's the second. Auntie had been threatening to instigate Pink Slip Protocol for months, though I honestly didn't think they'd have the stones to do it. I was on the verge of giving Auntie the results she wanted. Well, almost on the verge. Approaching the verge. The point is, I didn't think this would happen.
Auntie Cleo, what did you expect?
Bureaucratic procrastination and some competent saber-rattling. Before I was traded, I worked on Project Gorgon. I lost that team by attrition. Management turned the screw on my team. Forced me to fire 1 in 10 researchers. The few of us that remained were overworked and exhausted. We didn't have much of a security detail. I don't know how the primals got loose, but my team didn't stand a chance.
Yeah, no, Lawrence Goodfellow gave the order to downsize your team.
You've done your research. Yes. The unfortunately named Mr. Goodfellow decided his ego was more important than our research. We were designing a drug the likes of which Halcyon had never seen. A veritable panacea that cured lethargy and guaranteed a lifetime of productivity. I was overwhelmed, overworked, frustrated. Forced to submit unfinished samples, failing to meet impossible deadlines.
You're obviously under a lot of pressure.
I started self-medicating to enable my genius to perform at a greater capacity. To forget, to endure, to feel nothing. Project Gorgon was in its final days when the primals attacked our lab. It wasn't long until Spacer's Choice authorized my transfer to this facility.
Yeah, Human Inquiry was testing adrenotime on people. Why did you need primals in your lab?
Human Inquiry was supposed to be responsible for testing adrenotime. Under normal circumstances, the chem lab wouldn't have had to perform live tests. But creative incubation pressured my team with impossible deadlines. Prototypes we delivered to Dr. Blakesley at Human Inquiry were poor because we were rushed. I had to begin experimenting on my own. I had to perform my own tests, so I used primals. They're not the best choice for test subjects, but I was working for Spacer's Choice.
That was seriously reckless.
Whoever reached greatness by coloring within the lines. And besides, my lines often move around on the page. My point is, I was doing my job. I was doing science. I will continue to do so until my mind or my body expires.
And you were traded to Auntie Cleo. Does that sort of thing happen often?
Not at all. Such an event is incredibly rare. Few workers understand the truth of their value to society. Me? I'm worth 5 measly lab coats.
Yeah, Dr. Blakely mentioned as much.
She would. No doubt she'd stuff my brain in a jar if she could. Do you know what she quoted to me one time from some rubbish Earth book? Looked me right in the eyes and said, "You are a brain, Jasper. The rest of you is a mere appendix."
Elementary, my dear Jasper.
Yes, well, whatever isn't. The key to forgetting, I suppose.
So what exactly does Auntie Cleo have you working on?
Auntie Cleo wants us to develop Anthracillin Plus, a new and improved version of the original Anthracillin formula. And what Auntie wants, Auntie gets. Eventually, I was making considerable progress. I can't possibly fathom why they prematurely terminated the project.
Yeah, Jasper, everyone said there's no use lying.
I'm not lying. I'm carefully curating the truth for you. All right, listen. Auntie needs to be patient. I'll eventually get around to developing Anthracillin Plus. My priority right now is sky high. Once I perfect my formula, I'll be able to keep my mind functioning at peak performance without any pesky distractions, like feelings.
Alright. Well, I also need to get inside the chem lab on Gorgon.
No, you don't. There's nothing interesting in the chem lab. There's nothing interesting in Gorgon at all. Gorgon is a featureless rock dragged along by the gravitational current of a barren asteroid belt. The chem lab is a graveyard. You won't find anything there but the dead.
Yeah, sounds familiar. Someone's been warning me to stay off Gorgon.
Well, it wasn't me. I've been stuck in this place for ages. In any case, it's becoming obvious you're not listening to sensible warnings. If you've set your heart on exploring my old labs, I won't try to dissuade you. Indulge me with a favor, and I'll give you the access you want. The electromechanical turbine is offline. Without any power, I can't possibly continue my work. Be a dear and reactivate it for me. That's all I ask.
Yeah, I'll take care of it.
Take the elevator to the storm platform at the top of this facility. Reactivate the turbine, and I'll give you the access you want.
Alright, I'll be back. Somehow I'm, over encumbered again. Lovely. Hopefully this doesn't involve a process where I need to run after activating something. Oop.
You alright, boss?
I'm fine. Where are you guys? How'd you see that? Oh, shit. Let's find music boxes. It's not even like they're the music boxes from Assassin's Creed Syndicate. Here, just so that way I don't have to worry about dealing with hostile turrets.
show me how to do that.
Alright, they've been deactivated for being hostile. Well, they should have been. Not crap. Like I said, they shouldn't have been hostile. Really, Max, do you have to keep dying? Yeah, Max, you seriously worry me because you keep dying. Yeah, definitely want to finish this up soon. I'm fine for the most part, just tired. I want to finish this up quickly. There we go. You need this right now. You really do. Alright, now I've done that, I don't have to worry about switching over to a uniform anymore. At least not while I still have, whoever has the lockpick and stuff as the companion.
Nicely done.
That was weird. Alright. Now then. Hope you have a vending machine nearby, because I might have some shit that should be sold.
The facility's back on the grid, and my pipes again floweth with the sweet, sweet essence of my salvation. I suppose I have you to thank for realigning the machine. Of course, Jasper, you imbecile.
Relax, dude. Jasper, I'd like to ask you to concentrate.
Right, yes, of course. You'll need my voice to get into the chem lab. I'm obviously not coming with you, so I'm giving you a recording of my dulcet speech. This recording should get you into the chem lab. I hope whatever you're after is worth the trauma. I wouldn't go back there if I was higher than the mercury levels in a can of salt tuna. Wait, take my gun while you're at it. If you end up dying on Gorgon, there's a non-zero chance I'll feel partially responsible.
Employee benefits?
Neither of us want that.
Alright. Need some help with the security in chem lab. You know the place better than anyone.
Die, perhaps? Automechanical sentries are generally programmed to ignore corpses. I don't like the idea of going back to that place. To that life. Yes, I know it's not me risking throat gallivanting around Gorgon. It's you, for whatever madcap reasons you've got. I've helped you once, and I don't feel great about it. I made a clean break from Gorgon, and now it feels like you're asking me to tether myself back to that place.
Jasper, let me worry about Gorgon. Helping me could help you move on.
I suppose you've got a point. Or something resembling a point. I'm emotionally addled right now, and I'm allowing my sentiments to get the better of me. Here, my personal security key card. There's a hallway near the processing room. It leads to a security terminal. Use this key card to unlock the hallway and disable security.
Alright.
Even if I wanted to talk about Project Gorgon, I couldn't. All my memories of Gorgon are intact, but they're in disarray. Like a book with its pages shuffled. Making sense of those memories requires clarity of mind. Clarity that only Sky High gives me. To tell you everything I know, I'd have to be dangerously euphoric.
Well, could you at least tell me the formula for Regina time?
Surely you jest. Even were I inclined to teach you, which I am not, you wouldn't be able to replicate an alternative to Compound X. The compound is derived from the metabolic waste of xenocytes, a microbial life form growing beneath the surface of Gorgon. However, they're accursedly sensitive to their ecosystem.
So you can't get them off-world.
Exactly. When Project Gorgon was active, corporates' varied attempts to port xenocytes off-world killed them, every time. And even were one able to cultivate xenocytes in a petri dish, they'd need millions to refine even a dash of the compound. We mined immense amounts of Compound X directly from subterranean caverns in Gorgon. So you see, there is no Adrena time without Project Gorgon.
What's that draft message on your office terminal all about?
Did you snoop through my things? And just admit it to me. You do have gall, I'll give you that. Look, I keep a draft on my terminal where I vent my occasional frustrations with upper management. It's honestly one of my less detrimental coping methods, as I am not stupid enough to fill out the name in the address field.
Alright, I should go. Employee benefits as a science weapon. Experimental devices created to keep employees on their feet regardless of how much pain or exhaustion they may be experiencing. It's all good work. There's no unconsciousness. It's just another word for wage theft. Alright, well that's helped me move again.
Easy does it. Nice.
The fuck? How are you still alive?
Auntie, have mercy! How'd you get in here? Are you from outside? How is that even possible? Law, help me, I must be losing my wits.
Have you been hiding in here this whole time? That's what I was thinking.
If I hadn't, wouldn't I be dead? I know it sounds crazy, but a little while back, I'd been gearing myself up to take a long walk off a short turbine platform. Then the security mechanicals broke out into a massacre, and I realized I really want to live. How can I help you help me get out of here?
I mean, I've got a shift. I've got a ship. Need a lift out of here?
Do I ever? Drop me off in the groundbreaker and I'll be out of your hair in no time.
Alright, go ahead.
Oh, thank you so much. I'll just hide in a crate or something. You won't even know I was there. Here, this is my official laboratory headgear. I won't be needing it anymore, so it's all yours.
Alright, thanks, I guess. Oh, cool. We don't need that. Just like selling anything that looks like normal clothes that isn't gold. Because, I mean, it was just taking up space in my inventory, so... No point keeping it around if I'm not going to use it, right? Something weird has been going on all night. The effects on the TV screen don't match up with the stream itself. It's a bit confusing to me. Like, it looks a bit more saturated, I want to say.
So then I told him, oh, ha ha ha, that tickles. How odd. No, don't desist. I think I might like it. Further data collection is required for accurate assessment.
Yeah, that was just weird. Alright, we'll quickly stop by the groundbreaker. And give the lady a chance to get off.
Destination reached. The groundbreaker. Just gonna see real quick if there's an objective for that. Oh, okay. Alright, but yeah, I should have done it. So we'll fly back to Gorgon, but I'll not hop off the ship and save. And then we'll continue this, I'm gonna just say next time. Next time could potentially mean tomorrow night, or it could mean, you know, somewhere in the future. But I really need to finish up this game. It's been way too long. Nope.
You know what? I'm not using those either. Better safe than sorry. Accelerated Adventures of Archibald Excelsior Exterminator. Oh. Cool. I have a message. What a handsome vessel you have, little weasel. The unreliable registered to one Alex Hawthorne, but that's not you, is it? You stole it from him just as you intend to steal Gorgon from me. Perhaps I should steal something dear from you in exchange. Your ship, your crew, your life. Fair is fair, after all. Scan proximity relay boule. Oh, yeah. Just because I want to make sure that my crew is able to live. Mm-hmm. Definitely need to repair my gun. I just like went and decided to upgrade the shotgun because it was the weakest one of the weapons.
We are now in orbit above Gorgon.
Alright, now that we got all that stuff done, calling it for the night because it's 4:40 and I need to stop. So yeah, we did accomplish great things. We have some room for later, so that way I'm not over encumbering myself again and slowing my ass down. And hopefully we'll be finished with Gorgon soon. If I do continue tomorrow, I hope to be able to do it. So I guess we'll see. So if you guys enjoy, be sure to do usual accolades, like, comment, share, subscribe if you're new, follow me on Twitch if you haven't already, and if you didn't like this, like, not gonna make that much of a difference to me. So thank you all so much for watching. I'll see you next time. Peace out, Spartans.